So yes, I know this Tenet Pitch Meeting just came out on Sunday, and this isn't one that I can wait on. I normally try to wait at least like a week, sometimes even more. But this one I had to do because one, you guys saw the post. I just watched this a couple of nights ago. Saturday night, I watched it, got the Blu-ray at Best Buy, and I watched it and I loved it just even more, mainly because I was able to hear it. But I want to watch this pitch meeting to see how he goes into it, if he has any jokes on just, doing things backwards or inverted, any jokes on the audio as far as, seeing it in theaters, and where he goes from there. So I'm sure he'll have some surprises up his sleeve. So let's check out Ryan George and Screen Rant's pitch meeting for Tenet.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's called Tenet.
Okay.
So we're gonna follow this guy, right? The protagonist.
And what's his name?
I just told you. Oh. And he's gonna be part of this operation at an opera house, right? And there's some weird stuff going on, like he's saved by what seems to be a backwards bullet.
Oh, interesting.
And then he gets tortured by some bad guys and takes a little pill to kill himself.
Oh, okay. I mean, very short movie, but still very enjoyable.
No, we're still gonna keep going.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, so it turns out being willing to take that pill was a test, and he's being recruited into this organization called Tenet.
That's the name of the movie.
It is, and so he's gonna talk to this guy for a little bit.
Sure.
And then he's gonna go talk to this scientist lady for a little bit.
And what's she gonna tell him?
Well, she's gonna tell him about this thing called inversion, right?
Okay.
And when things are inverted, they move backwards through time instead of forwards, because they have reverse entropy.
Scientific sounding things that I don't fully grasp are tight.
So like the protagonist can catch an inverted bullet that's lodged into something using his gun, right? Stuff like that.
Oh, wow, yeah, sounds cool. Just how? No, yeah, okay.
And he can also catch an inverted bullet with his hand off a table, but as the scientist explains, he has to have dropped it. Like if you watch the tape, he's always the cause of it moving, whether forwards or backwards, you know?
Right, yeah, okay, yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, no, I'm just kind of wrapping my head around it, but okay.
Well, we're gonna have that scientist lady literally say, don't try to understand it, just feel it. So you can go that route if you want.
Okay, I mean, I would like to understand though, so I could kind of follow what's going on, but yeah, no, I'll get there.
Anyway, so she reveals that these inverted objects keep getting sent back from the future, right?
Okay.
And she thinks that maybe these are like remnants of a future war and that the world might end, but like in the past.
Okay.
Wait.
And so why did you continue that sentence in a completely different place?
Oh, well, sometimes we're gonna do that thing where a single conversation kind of spans over different locations just to keep things dynamic on screen, you know?
Right, okay, I mean, that does look good, but that means that the characters talk and then kind of pause their conversation, change locations, and then keep talking. It just keeps exposition scenes a little more fun to watch, you know? So then, what are you doing?
I'm calling an Uber back to the office so I can finish that thought.
All right.
All right, he'll be here in 7 minutes.
Wow, 7 minutes, okay.
Okay.
So then the protagonist has to go talk to this other guy, Neil.
Oh,
he's
my
gonna go
God.
talk to somebody else now. Okay.
Yeah, and after that, he's got to go talk to this other guy.
Okay, a lot of going from person to person and talking so far.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This time it turns out it wasn't actually a guy he was supposed to go see. Turns out it was this lady.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, no, that is a pretty good twist, I guess.
Right.
Okay, so he's finally with the lady he needs to be talking to.
He is, yeah, and she's an arms dealer.
Amazing. Okay, so what does he find out from her?
Oh, you're gonna like this. He finds out he's gonna have to go talk to another guy.
Okay.
And this guy, he tells him all about having to go talk to another guy.
Oh my God.
But to get to that guy, he's gonna have to talk to this lady first.
What is going on?
Oh, don't worry. Now this lady's one of the main characters, so we're on track now.
Okay, thank God. So who is this lady?
Well, her name is Kat, and she's married to this Russian oligarch named Sador, and she frickin' hates this guy.
Oh, how come?
He's actually controlling her because she sold him a counterfeit painting, so now he's like, well, you can't see our son.
Very rude.
Yeah, extremely.
Okay, so now I know a little bit about this cat lady. Tell me more about this protagonist guy. What's his backstory? Tell me about him.
No. Well, what's his character arc?
Pass. Okay, what's his emotional stake in the story?
Well, he doesn't want the world to end, right? Understandable, but like emotionally. Well, he lives in the world, so, he doesn't want it to end.
Okay.
He also seems really invested in this cat lady, like he really wants to protect her, seems to have some kind of bond with her.
Oh, okay, well, tell me more about that.
No. Look, it's just that I really want the movie concept and the action scenes to have a ton of breathing room, so we're not really going to spend time on stuff like characters and stuff.
Okay, I mean, it's going to be a little tough for me to care about the story if you don't give me anything in that department, though.
But it's going to look very cool.
Oh, it's going to be very cool. Okay, I didn't realize. Okay, never mind character then.
Okay, so now for Kat to bring the protagonist to her evil husband, he's got to destroy this painting.
Okay, and so what's the plan?
Well, this thing's in this super protected vault, right? So the plan is, hold on, let me set the mood here. They kind of have to scope out this place.
Yes.
Get an idea of the security system.
What?
But they need a distraction. So
What?
That's gonna divert attention.
adventure. Was that something about a plane? But then when they get there, there's like this weird vault and this guy comes out of it, and he's like in reverse. Sorry, can you lower that? Can you lower that, please? Oh yeah, sorry about that. That was very loud music. Yeah, it's very good music though. Right, okay, but I couldn't hear what you were saying. It's not gonna be like that in the movie, is it? It is, yeah, because it's very good music, you know, it's gonna build up the tension.
It's very good music.
I can't hear the talking, but it's good music though. So then the protagonist is gonna have this fight scene where he's like fighting this guy who's moving in reverse. It's gonna be nuts. Oh yeah, no, that does sound cool. And then we're gonna finally meet this Russian oligarch and kind of figure out what his evil plan is. Okay, and so what is his plan? Well, so in the future, this scientist developed this algorithm that could kind of invert the world, right? Because they're all mad in the future about global warming, like we destroyed the planet. Okay. And she split up this algorithm into 9 pieces and hid them in the past, because they would pretty much end the past, and so maybe the future too. And so the bad guy is putting this algorithm together. Exactly, and he's actually dying, so he's kind of like, well, might as well take out the whole world with me as I go out. So he has kind of the same motivation as a kid flipping a Monopoly board because he's losing. Pretty much, yeah. So we're gonna have this amazing car chase scene where some of the cars are moving backwards in time. It's gonna be nuts. Wow. And then that cat lady's gonna get inverse shot by her husband, and so the protagonist, he's gonna risk the whole world to save her. A little risky, but okay. So they're gonna invert themselves and start moving backwards through time. And so how does that work? Oh, there's some very cool stuff going on. For example, like oxygen flow goes the other way in this direction, so they need their own oxygen. Basically everything's backwards, like explosions make things cold. And so does that mean that like light receptors in people's eyes start emitting light? What? Do people have flashlight eyes? No, I mean, please don't think about this too much. How do inverted people poop? Does it go up? Okay, so anyway, they're gonna travel back in time, and we're gonna find out that the protagonist was actually fighting himself, but in reverse. Oh, very mind-bending. Yeah, so they need to stop the bad guy from ending the whole world, so they team up with these time-traveling army guys that just kind of come out of nowhere.
They just show up.
And they go on this freaking mission where one team is moving forwards through time shooting at people, and then another team waits a while and then moves backwards through time through the same fight. And so like, who are they shooting at exactly? Oh no. So we're not really gonna see what they're shooting at really. They're just kind of shooting off screen, but I guess it's like some kind of army or maybe just people that work at this nuclear base. What? So protagonist and army guy are gonna go into this bunker, but then Neil sees that they're in trouble, so he has to go help. I'm not sure what's going on. And there's like a dead body when they get there, but then the thing suddenly pops up and takes a bullet to save the protagonist. It's gonna be crazy. Please turn that down. Okay, let me turn that off. So anyway, it turns out that Neil actually sacrifices himself to save the protagonist. Okay, so now I think that was entertaining, but also, what just happened? Well, Neil's going to explain that Tenet is actually founded by the protagonist and that he has a future in the past. Okay. So Neil waited with one of the teams until after the battle and then moved through it like in an inverted way backwards in time, but then he saw that the protagonist was in trouble, so he re-inverted himself and then saved him with a Humvee. Right. But then after that, he has a little talk with the protagonist, and then he has to go re-invert himself to go take that bullet to save the protagonist's life. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. And so the protagonist is going to keep moving forward through time, but then because inversion is the thing, he's actually the one who founded Tenet at a certain point in time. We're not sure when, and he's the one who recruited Neil. Sure, yeah, okay. You understand? Do you get it? It's a little complicated. I feel like maybe it'll be hard for the general audience to kind of grasp what's going on. Actually, it's going to be barely an inconvenience. Super easy. Oh, really? Yeah, because see, it's going to be so confusing and hard to hear that people are going to want to go watch it a couple times. Is that going to work? It might. Seems a little risky. Well, I mean, you gotta take a risk sometimes, right? It's not like the future of cinema depends on how this one movie performs. I guess not.
Oh my God. Come on. What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part of this one? Tenet, this one out for a minute. Breaking Dawn, Twilight Breaking Dawn pitch meeting was the best. This might take it. Only because Tenet is actually like, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. For him to find as much comedy as he could, but just how he put it together, especially with the different scenes of him having the same conversation, but in different places, like in the movie, it's kind of ridiculous how that happens. So he takes that and he's like, hey, this is pretty ridiculous, pretty dumb. Let's do it here. That was hilarious. That was funny. So in the comments below, tell me what was your favorite part of this pitch meeting. I want to hear it. Let's talk about it. We talked about Tenet a little bit in the post I did the other day. So if you want to talk about Tenet just overall, you can. But let's talk about the pitch meeting because he does a lot to just flesh it out where certain things don't make sense, but he does a really good job in this just to kind of show how there's a lot of stuff in here that doesn't make much sense. A lot of things aren't answered. There's things that are somewhat answered, but not really. Like, it's still confusing. You still have questions. There's still what seems like plot holes. I also think that if you think about the different ways that this comes together and the way that you watch this movie and figure out the way that does a really good job. And those are just a few more thoughts, just, really, really important stuff that I was thinking about that I wanted to say real quick. But yeah, no, this was fun. This was funny. Comments below, favorite part, let me know. If you are not subscribed to this channel, think about subscribing. I think we're doing something really fun here. Pitch meetings, honest trailers, different funny videos. Got some new stuff that'll be coming down the pipe as well. If you are subscribed, thanks so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I love the conversations we have each and every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, in reference to these videos that I react to. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments, or you can shoot me an email. It's actually in the About section. You can check that out as well. Before you go, check out some of these other pitch meeting reactions that we've done. We got a whole playlist full of those from Ryan George and Screen Rant. And you can also check out this most recent pitch meeting here as well. So, thanks for watching. Check those out. If you're using all those, I'll see you right now in the comments.